I did a video where I went out into Manhattan and asked people basic questions, like I asked Americans in Times Square, can you tell me what a preposition is? I had to interview 5 people before I found someone who could tell me what a preposition is. Now, that might seem crazy to you English learners, right? But that's the fact. Most Americans don't know anything about grammar. So the focus, why do grammar books focus on that? Why is it that when you get a grammar book, it's only about this is called this and this is called that? Here's 1 or 2 examples, but you need to learn the names, the labels for this. It's crazy. The focus should be on understanding it so that you can use it. The fact is, and this is scientifically proven, the human brain is capable of picking up grammar and learning grammar at any age, naturally. Grammar is programmed basically into our brain structures, into our DNA. There's something that a very famous linguist named Noam Chomsky developed, this idea called universal grammar, that we have these in our brains slots where grammar pieces fit, grammatical pieces can fit according to the culture that we grow up in, according to the language we grow up in. So if you grow up in Spain and you learn about conjugations, or people around you are using conjugations where you change the verb based on the subject, which is what you do in Spanish, right? We learned that in Spanish class, the classic boot. According to the subject, the verb changes. That is something that you don't have to sit down and study. You just pick it up naturally because your brain is placing that into a slot, right? And it's natural. And if you never learn what it's called, then we call it the boot. The conjugation boot when I was in Spanish class and French class too. And I'm sure that a lot of people who speak those languages natively don't even realize that that's that's how we learn it. And there are a lot of things too in English that you guys have to learn, like prepositions or adjectives, whatever it is. And you don't realize that native English speakers probably don't know what that's called. They learned it by example because they're around it, they're immersed in it, and they picked it up naturally. So the focus of learning grammar should be 100% on how do I use this? What does it look like? Show me 9 examples. Let me get a feeling for it. Let me make my own examples. And then once I get a feeling for it and I know how to use it, then that's it. Now, if I learn the word, by the way, the name for this thing, all right, fine, whatever. Is that important though? Not really. Not really. So I think that's how to learn grammar. You should learn grammar as much as you can by example.